Are we live?
I think we're good. We got on the screen. Encoder.
We Gucci, baby?
I think we're live. Everything's popping off. We just got a little,
okay. We're
technical
good now?
difficulties, but I think there's
Dan being an awful producer, like I said.
Oh man, can he do anything right? Or is that just
No, First off, he wears his pants way too high. He always wears the same shoes, the finger traps, from like 2012.
Dude, his belly button gets cold. He's got to keep him up above that.
Yeah. Like, he acts like there's gonna be a flood, like Noah's Ark is like being built right now, and he just needs to wear his pants as high as possible. He's like that English teacher that you had back in high school.
I'm on the set. First off, dipshit. Okay, I called Tom that yesterday, now I'll call you that today. I'm using that word all week. I'm not using finger traps. This isn't 2016. I'm wearing Adidas. Okay?
I said 2012.
Okay, the finger traps are long gone. Those days are over.
I'm actually surprised he's wearing Adidas. Typically, he's a classic guy that wears Under Armour / Nike. He's actually gone more towards Under Armour, and he's always like, "Oh, I'm so loyal to my brands, blah 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 blah." But this isn't about Dan. I'm done making fun of him. Welcome in, everybody. NOLA Podcast, episode 2. Shut up. Episode 2, presented by Insane Games TV. It's your boy, Yo Soy. I can't steal that. My bad. Copyright infringement.
That's my line.
It's your boy T, Tyler. And my awesome co-host,
your boy, Yo Soy, AC Weezy, Mr. 5'9", looking like fine wine from the 9-9.
Hey, get your weight up.
Get your muscle up, baby. I got the long sleeve on tonight, so I'm not popping how I normally would.
I'm kind of popping, but like you can't really see the shirt. I'm wearing black. It's very thinning.
Listen, I saw the Snapchat stories. You came fresh off a gym sesh.
You saw those.
Let me guess. You did some curls for the camera.
I did legs today because you can't forget about your legs. Man. That's like the biggest thing in lifting that people forget about. I was at the gym today, and this guy, huge upper body, bigger than mine, obviously. But his legs were like the size of my arms. They're like this big. Like he has chicken legs. Like if you're gonna go to the gym and you're gonna wear shorts, do legs at least once a week. Just like a little bit, 15 reps here and there. Get your weight up on your legs. Like. That is where you get all of your.
That's the core. That's the base of everything.
It's the core of it's the base of the body.
You don't build a house without the foundation down first.
Exactly
right?
what I was just about to say.
He's putting attics in before you can even throw down the goddamn foundation.
He's already upstairs when there's no downstairs. It's just like how are you doing that? Like I feel like also if he does maybe if this guy was trying to do legs, maybe he hurts himself because his legs are so skinny. But it just looks ridiculous. You look like Johnny Bravo at that point. Huge upper body with no legs.
Shout out Johnny Bravo one time. He used to be the homie, Cartoon Network.
Hubba.
Oh, man, yeah. No, I agree with you, man. I mean, obviously, people, they like working out the glamour muscles, the buys, the tries, the chest.
It's always about the buys. I have a friend that I go with. He's like, oh, let's do buys, curls. I'm like, bro, today's back day. I got to work on my back. I got to work on all the muscles you don't see, the behind-the-scene musles.
Yo, so I got a quick question for you. What day would you consider a deadlift day?
Leg day. I did deadlift today.
Okay. So, because I know some
but
people say...
I could also do it on back day, though. I could see that.
Some people say deadlift is for leg day. Other people say it's for back day. I say that's for another day. I don't mess around with those deadlifts.
Yeah, but you got old man knees. For those that don't know, Austin's knees have been 80 years old since he was 13, so...
I don't even know if I can call them the Benjamin Button knees because they just started out old, but they're not getting any younger, man.
They're not getting any younger.
Terrible.
I'm surprised you haven't had double knee replacement yet.
Bro, hopefully by time, I say hopefully it'd probably be another 5-10 years, so I don't know how much technology is going to advance from that. But shit, the co-pays I pay for my sports medicine guy, I'll tell you what, thank God I have insurance for that one. Because these knees, bro... Oh man, these knees are on Betty White.
Your trainer's going on 4 vacations a year just off your copays.
Oh, dude, easily. He's seen more of the world off my copays than I have on fucking Google Maps. So, oh man. All right.
Oh, speaking of which, me and Austin, we're gonna have a little bit of a bonding session. We just booked our trips to Key West. Key West in January.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I was thinking, what do you think? Should we bring our stuff to have an episode down there? I feel like that'd be so fucking cool.
No, I agree. Yeah, I was thinking that actually earlier today when I was driving in the car listening to Frank Ocean. Just picture you and I together. I mean,
Pyramids?
Pyramids, that's a classic. I was listening to Forrest Gump, and then made me think of you, and I was like, yeah, cigarettes and my lips they burn, But anyways, yeah, I think it'd be pretty dope. Maybe we get there on the beach,
Maybe, but that day that we have it scheduled is gonna be the first day that we're there. So maybe it's not a bad idea that we do it that way, right? Is that the first day?
No, I think it's Saturday to Wednesday, right?
Oh, so it's the last day. So we might not even be able to do it in Key West unless we pre-record it.
Or, I'm slated for the Monday Night Gaming special. We could do something for that. Or
pre-record it. Yeah, it's really up to the fans what they want.
Content in general, Yeah.
We're very selfless people, and honestly, we can create content when we're down there on mile zero.
Oh,
I don't know if Insane Games TV is ready for that though.
I don't know if anyone is ready for mile zero out there in Key West.
Dan, what do you say?
He's hiding.
Is that a yes or a no? He's hiding.
He's hiding. You ruined his confidence with the pant jokes too many times.
Well, I mean, it's just like if you pull him up, I'm not gonna get back into it.
No,
it just gets me flustered, But yeah, we're going to Key West, so maybe if the people want it, we create something, Key West edition, kind of like what was that show on MTV? Real World Key West.
Real World, okay. I thought you were talking about what Floribama Shore or whatever that was.
Oh, Floribama Shore?
Yeah, whatever that is. I'm just realizing also looking at the stream that this white color paired with my pale complexion is not doing well for the camera focus.
It's not doing you justice as a person?
Not at all. I apologize for that. I might have to go put on
Austin looks like a giant white figure with hair.
I'll tell you what, man. It's like, you see the memes like people wearing the camo. It's like, oh, where'd he go? It's like you literally can't see me. Like I'm just like
it's literally like a ghost in a black chair.
Like I have a logo on my shirt too. Like it just looks like I can't even see that. All right. I don't know. Whatever. They see you nice and clear. You're gonna have to. My
dome is nice and shiny because I just got out of the shower. But as long as you see me, that's all that matters.
Did you lotion up a little bit?
Oh, you always gotta lotion. You gotta put the lotion on the skin. That's the most. It's very crucial. People forget that stuff. To have nice, smooth skin, gotta put the lotion on the skin.
Very underrated. No one wants some dry skin, especially down there. You guys still got some warm weather, but up here it's kind of.
We got warm weather, yeah.
So
it gets cold though. I mean, like you guys make fun of me, but 50s and 40s down here is no joke. I'm telling you, it's a different type of cold. Maybe when you're in Key West, it might be a little cold, and you're gonna see it. Bro. You're gonna see 50s, and you're gonna be like shivering in your pants. But I definitely got some dry skin recently because of how cold it was, and you just the lotion is so important. It's so crucial.
I'd give Elton John a hand job to get 50 degrees up in New York right now. I swear to God. 50 degrees. I'd be out there in my
Indian, bro. I don't think you're his type.
I'd be out there in my Tommy Bahama, bro. Chest hair popping,
Like Austin Powers. We're gonna have to call you Austin Powers instead of AC Weezy.
Groovy, baby, yeah.
Dude, I was actually watching that movie on Netflix last night, and I'm just so shocked. My mom used to let me watch that movie when I was like 5 years old, and some of the shit that they're saying, it's just like I can understand why. I got in trouble when I was a lot younger. Quoting Austin Powers, and I literally just realized last night that his chest hair is in the shape of a dick. I did not know that.
Well, that's what I was just gonna bring up. Is like, were we even old enough to understand the innuendos or like all the underlying
Absolutely
things
not. But my mom always laughed when I quoted Austin Powers, so I was like her little like entertainment, like quoting Austin Powers.
Speaking of movies back in the day, you know where I'm going with this? At your grandparents'
perhaps?
house.
Oh,
When we
wait,
were watching
what?
the Reno 911, and your grandpa came out like 2 in the morning, and it was at the part with like the strippers or something.
Oh my god, bro!
Like, terrible
I remember that.
timing.
My grandpa. I've never seen my grandpa so mad before. Like I've seen him mad. Like this guy, he literally only gets mad at like when he's trying to fix something and it's just not going as planned.
Yeah.
Like especially when he's working on cars, he gets really pissed off and he starts swearing. I'm like, whoa! I've never heard my grandpa swear. But him coming in, watching, seeing me and Austin. I think there was someone else there. Watching Reno 911.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like immediately. He's like, turn that shit off. What are you watching? I'm like, whoa.
I mean, that back in the day, that was pretty raunchy as far as comedy
back
movies
in the day
go.
or today.
Yeah, true. Probably worse today. But nah, that made me think of that when you said getting caught watching movies back in the day. Just popped right.
Oh well, no. My mom actually let me watch. Like she actually watched them with me.
Oh, right.
My parents would let me watch it and then also watch it with me. Like, they'd be talking about Johnsons and whatnot.
Johnson. Oh man, everyone's gotta love a good Johnson.
Yeah. Well, Johnson & Johnson, they release very good baby powder and ointments.
Yes, that might help your aforementioned.
No free ads. No free ads, but
help your aforementioned dry skin you've been dealing with in that 50 to 60 degree weather. I know it's kind of chilly, but
well, actually, I've been super blessed. It's been like 70s and 80s here lately, so. But it was cold before. It was 50s and 40s.
Bro, you're sitting here talking about 50s and 60s. I can't even look at you right now.
You just had to throw your shoes on the table.
I spit on you. That's disgusting. You're complaining about 60s and 70s. I'm up here.
Well, no. I said I was super blessed. I was complaining more about 50s and 40s.
Oh, man. Golly. Alright. Well, that was some good banter. What do we got slated for today?
I mean, we have a ton slated if you want to get into it. AC Weezy, you're a Knicks fan. Am I wrong?
I root for the Knicks. I wouldn't.
What's going on with this? What's going on with this organization? I just don't understand.
I mean, they went from a dumpster fire to a California forest fire, and
oh my
they're going
God, too
all
soon.
over, man. Too soon.
Too soon.
My bad. But man, I do not know.
But for real though,
I mean, I knew the Knicks were doomed when they brought in Phil Jackson, like arguably the greatest coach of all time, and he couldn't even do anything with them. I mean, they made the playoffs like 1 year maybe? Tried doing the triangle offense. Derek Fisher. I mean, Fizdale, he's not a bad coach. I
honestly see Fizdale and I feel so bad for him because he was the coach of the Grizzlies,
who
not a great team. He was the coach of the Knicks, not a great. I just feel like I feel so bad for this guy because he has such strong lineage as like an assistant coach, and then he just comes into the Knicks and they're like, hey, here's your best player, Julius Randle. Have fun. Hopefully it works out. And then like you got the owner, what's his name? He's just in the crowd, just like
James Dolan.
Yeah, James Dolan, the biggest idiot, probably the worst owner across the board in professional sports.
Yeah.
And he's just like putting together arguably the shittiest teams I've ever seen on paper. And it's just like, as a Knicks fan, you just gotta be like, this is just what being a Knicks fan is about. Because I feel like they are the best organization for mediocrity. And they just accept it. They just let it come in.
I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for their location, obviously being in New York City, the Big Apple, all the lights, the cameras, the action kind of draws the attention. The history of the organization, they probably couldn't pay anyone enough money to play there. I mean, recently it came out of how Melo, he knew, I guess he was talking to someone and how he knew he was privy to KD and Kyrie not wanting to go to the Knicks, even though it was speculation that they could. They're kind of like right now a laughing stock of the organization. Off season when I saw them making all those, signs and trades and whatnot, I'm like, they're trying to sign every good role player, 6-man mediocre guy and try to build a team based off that.
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
They got Randall, Ellington, Alfred Payton,
Bobby
Portis. Listen, all guys that are decent, but you can't build a team around
there's
them.
There's not a single guy that The game comes down to the line. You're fourth quarter down by 2. Who are you going to give the ball to? Who's going to score for the Knicks? Who? And now you don't even have a good you don't even have a good coach that can actually write up a decent play to get you to that point.
No, I mean it's.
And I mean Fizdale, yeah, his record sucked, but you gotta look at it from afar, and you're just like, what the hell are the Knicks doing?
If I knew, I would.
You wouldn't be here. If you knew, you wouldn't be here.
No, I mean shit. Maybe
you'd be an MSG.
Maybe they gotta call Coach Weezy up. Have him there doing 3-man leaves. Kind of, go out to the strip club the night before, build up their team chemistry. I mean, I'm thinking.
There we go, talking about strip clubs again.
Yeah, man. I'm thinking.
We're just saying just a no look strip club podcast or what? We gotta come up with a better name because that's all we talk about.
I mean, Tom flexed pretty hard on the logo, but we might have to.
Yeah.
Have him
did we even mention that?
I don't think we did.
We got right into it. We forgot to mention the dope logo Tom put on for us. Classic. I gave him one request. I said, hey, my favorite video game ever, NBA Street Volume 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful games. The logo, I just think it just looks incredible. Probably the nicest logo on Insane Games TV. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Just gonna flex.
Is that you're putting that out there? You're throwing your hat in the ring
for
that right now?
If there's another podcast that feels they have a better logo than us, then they got something coming to them because I think we have the nicest logo.
Logo Wars? Did we just start something? Logo Wars?
I think did we just start a war?
No Look Podcast, the nicest podcast logo of Insane Games TV. You heard it here
and
first.
The most handsome people. I mean,
I was just not gonna bring that up. I thought that was
I don't want to bring it up, but it's just something that needs to be brought up.
I mean, all right, I feel that. I feel like everyone knew it. We know it. I thought it was just kind of common knowledge, but
it was
now
common
it's out
knowledge.
there.
But I needed to speak it into existence. It needed to happen.
You see how I did that last week?
What'd you do?
You don't remember? I wish we could
maybe the people don't remember. I remember.
I mean, I wish we could pull that clip up right now. Just imagine like a cut scene of like the
action,
the PowerPoint of like it like fades away and it's like throwback. And I'm sitting here and it's like, Tyler, I think the Seahawks are the better team. I don't want them to win, but I'm gonna speak this into existence. Rams, Rams, Rams. Boom. Fast forward to the day. What happened? Who won that game?
Rams won. Rams won.
Listen, not only did the Rams win that I predicted, do you know what our records were for our predictions last week?
No, I was going to ask you if you got those. What were they?
I did. Neither of them were anything too spectacular. One of us
Who won that?
went above 500. The other was below 500.
I'm going to almost guarantee it was me that was under 500. There was a lot of games that I saw that I was like, God damn, I picked awful on that.
So you kind of went the safer route. I don't think you had as many upsets as I did.
What? I said the Colts were going to beat the Bucs.
That's not an upset.
That's an upset. The Colts have literally half their team is injured. They were favored, maybe, but the Colts literally had everybody injured.
But what? Bro, this is Las Vegas. We're talking about odds. We're not talking about who's hurt and who's not.
I'm going to take the L on this one.
Anyways,
right? You don't have to rub it in my face.
Not terrible. You went 7-9. I was 9-7. Starting off on a good note.
I guess what you're saying is don't listen to me because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I guess
I'm not trying to brag, say I'm out here. I predicted every game. I knew all the scores, but I think I had a few games that I was keen on that came through. The Rams being one of them. I said, if you remember sitting here, I said Jameis was gonna have a good game. I think
Jameis was like, he's like night and day. This dude goes out, interception, comes back in and scores 43 points in fantasy football. Like the most absurd. He's just an anomaly. And actually, speaking of him, I saw a stat the other day that was very interesting. I think it was they compared him to Peyton Manning back in 2001 with the Colts.
Yep.
And they are almost identical in stat line. Same interceptions thrown, same touchdowns thrown, same yards thrown, same passing percentage, and it's same age, everything. And so basically, I guess what they're saying is Jameis Winston to the Hall of Fame.
Could be.
Let me ask you this question for real.
Yeah.
If you're Jason Light with the Bucks, the GM, do you keep Jameis Winston? Because of his stats are actually pretty good. You know, he just throws a lot. He has a lot of turnovers. But
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna go 500 this year, and they have a lot of talent on their team. They have a lot of good. Their defense is really good.
Yeah.
And they can get guys to maybe tweak it a little bit, make it a little bit better. But do you keep Jameis?
I mean, at this point, that's a tough call. Like you said, they have kind of some good pieces around them. That stat I did see. Also, I feel like you have to take into consideration that Peyton Manning, did he stay 3-4 years at college, where Jameis was kind of...
He was really going there for a year.
It was like a year or two. So, Jameis has been, I feel like, in the NFL maybe a year or two longer than Peyton was at that point. I also saw a different statistic.
That's true, but you know how they are with statistics. They'll twist it in anybody's favor.
No, they'll say first quarterback to have 100 yards passing and clip his toenails twice on the sidelines since the NFL
They're gonna find. Also, they always find it's hilarious. They always find a way to compare someone to Michael Jordan. Literally anybody in the NBA, they're like, oh my God, this guy had 7 assists, 4 rebounds, and 5 points in less than 5 minutes in a quarter since Michael Jordan back in 1992 on a Tuesday.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, on a Tuesday, exactly. They're throwing out these ridiculous parameters. But yeah, like I was saying, I saw this other statistic. Jameis is on pace to potentially have the most throwing touchdowns in the NFL, most passing yards, and most interceptions.
Didn't Brett Favre do that?
Shoot, I don't know.
In regards to most interceptions, along with most passing touchdowns.
Probably, if I had to pick someone else in history who have done that, definitely Brett Favre. I'd say he's a little bit more controlled of a gunslinger, but him and Jameis both gunslingers in their own respective. Let me be honest with you. I think the Bucks should keep him.
Yeah. And here's my reasoning. I think if they bolster their defense down a little bit more, get some guys in free agency / the NFL draft, let them mature a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm drawing so many blanks today. But what's the head coach of the Bucks?
Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians. He's a defensive-minded coach. As long defense wins championships. That's how the Bucks won their first Super Bowl against the Raiders. Yep. That was also one of the first times I remember crying. But that's neither here nor there. Yep. But I think if they bolster down that defense a little bit more and try and limit the turnovers for Jameis, even if they don't, their defense could win them a bunch of games, especially in the NFC South. They could easily beat the Panthers twice a year. They could maybe steal a game from the Saints, and they can easily beat the Falcons twice a year.
Yeah. No, I agree. I guess to go along with what you were saying, I'm not sure if they will, or I'm not sure if they should or not, but I think they will end up keeping him, signing him to an extension. I could see it being like a Matthew Stafford type deal. They've been to the playoffs, haven't really done much, but they still kind of believe in him. He's their guy. So I can see them doing that. I'm just reading the chat real quick.
So, wait, real quick.
Ring the bell
Matthew
is pretty
Stafford's...
good. Behind the counter, Dan is just saying... for the logos. He also wanted me to remind you how big your head is. He said it's huge in a Billy Facillo voice. So
that's not the only head that's huge. But anyways.
All right, what are we talking about?
Well, now I'm confused. I don't even know what to say. I'm thinking about something else right now. You lost me. What was I saying?
You were talking about Bruce Arians. Matthew Stafford.
Oh no, yeah, Matthew Stafford. What was his contract?
Oh man, I mean, I think
was it like a crazy mega deal? Because honestly, if it was, I think it should be the opposite for Jameis. I think they should sign him to a 2-year deal.
Yeah,
like a Tom Brady like deal almost.
Yeah, even like a 1 or 2 years, something short. Maybe an option on the 3rd year. But yeah, I think Matthew Stafford's original contract was he was the first of the wave of the biggest contracts in quarterback in NFL history with the quarterbacks. I kind of didn't really agree with them paying him that much money, but someone else probably would have paid him that much money. That's kind of if you're in fantasy, it's maybe this trade will help your team out, but you don't really want to help the other team out. I think that's kind of what the Lions were doing. They know he's
they could have Matthew Stafford could have signed easily with like the Dolphins or something like that, like for the same amount of money.
Well, they know if he went, say to like the Bears or something. I think they could bring him. He could bring him to the playoffs, and they could be a good playoff team with that defense. So I think they just kind of didn't want him to go anywhere. They said, "Hey, buddy, we're paying you some money. Put your feet up. Recline back in that lazy Joe, and just stay here in Detroit."
Now, when they signed him, not to get too much into this, did they still have Calvin Johnson on their team? I forget.
No, not. I mean, his most recent contract was like a year ago. This offseason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'd be like, that contract should be kind of predicated on who he has around him. And I mean, he's a gunslinger. His stats are incredible. He's probably going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just like, if you don't have anybody around you, why are you signing this? I just never understood that. Why would you sign one guy for all that money who hasn't done anything that's like special for your organization, all that money, when you could get a bunch of other guys that could possibly do something? I mean, granted, quarterback is the most important position, but
yeah, I don't know. I never understood that. I mean, maybe they didn't get the guy they wanted in the draft this year, or I'm not sure. But honestly, I feel like Matthew Stafford, I don't even think he's like top 10 quarterbacks in the league right now. And now he's getting paid like top 3 money. That's just kind of egregious. It's blasphemous to me, but oh well. I'm not writing out the checks. If the Lions want to stink for the next 5 years, however long, as a Packers fan, I'm okay with it. We got Aaron Rodgers, and then we got Matthew Stafford, Mitchell Trubisky, and Kirk Cousins. So, as a Packers fan, I'm not too mad at those guys. The other divisional teams.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cousins is probably the most mediocre quarterback there is out there that got paid the most money. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh my God! Well, the Broncos, didn't they just pay Case Keenum? I mean, that guy did like subpar.
And now he's on the Redskins.
Yeah, that was this offseason, right? And then they trade him or cut him? Or?
No, I'm pretty sure they signed him he was on the Broncos last year, and then he went to the Redskins this year. I don't know if they traded him or not, because I'm not really too I don't care that much about Case Keenum as a whole.
Right.
But
he won 2 playoff games, and they thought he was the second coming of.
Well, they almost took him to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's pretty big.
I don't think he almost took them to the Super Bowl. I think he was
he helped
a part of the team. Technically he was on the team photo at the beginning of the year, so he was on the team. But
right. Well, anyways, I mean, do we want to get into the NFL games this week and make our predictions on who's gonna win?
Yeah, I think we're at the halfway mark. Maybe do a little speedier than we did last week. We took a
for sure. Maybe not deep dive into it, but
no, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll start out with the game tomorrow. We got. This is gonna be Tyler's shit pumping game of the week. That's a new segment. Created it last week.
How many of those are you gonna have? By the way.
What's that?
How many shit pumping games of the week you have?
No, there's only one shit pumping game, and it's this one.
Okay.
It's the game tomorrow night. Jets versus Ravens at Baltimore.
Okay.
I mean, it's just Ravens. Nobody's gonna beat them. Nobody's beating them right now. No. And especially not the Jets without Lev Bell, possibly.
Yeah, no, what do you have a flu or something? He's out here bowling.
Yeah, flu game.
Yeah, he's sick. He's got a flu. He's out here bowling with his family. He's doing galactic bowling. He's got the glow sticks, whatnot. I mean, it's gonna be like you said, Ravens all day. Jets. I don't even know how they're still an organization. Like, can we just can we absolve them and just kind of like put a free win in their place? I don't know. That might be better. That might be better to watch.
Everybody gets 2 bye weeks this year. The Jets they're on suspension for a full year.
Yeah. I mean, something's got to go. Something's got to happen with the Jets organization. They're just not getting it done right now. I mean, if you got the Buffalo Bills, we're talking about the Buffalo Bills as the best football team in New York, then something's going on. But I don't know.
I mean, I feel like it's been like that for a while now.
I mean, Giants obviously had the Super Bowls, but
then we got the next game. AC Weezy's favorite team, the Packers, at home against the Bears.
Cheesehead.
I think is this a big game for the Packers? Bears are riding a little bit of a hot streak.
Is it? I mean, I feel like the Packers kind of solidified themselves in the playoffs. Right now, as a result of the 49ers win over the Saints, they're sitting pretty in that number 2 spot in the NFC. They got the first round bye. So I feel like now with them being in that position, obviously you want to have that extra week to have the players get rested, injury guys,
Right.
Have a week off. So I think they're going to come out, treat this like any other, business trip, like game, and I feel like, they'll get the job done. It'll definitely be close. Is that one's in Lambeau?
At Lambeau, yeah.
Yeah. So I think the Packers come out, but I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers too. I think they're gonna edge them out just by a little, probably by a field goal, honestly.
Yeah.
Because Packers, or I mean the Bears can't kick field goals, so
I was just
might
gonna
as well
say
just use them.
they'll probably be up 1 point, and the Bears got like a 20-yard chip shot, and they're just gonna pull it left.
Something just miraculous
Just hook it.
happens.
Yeah.
Jesus comes from the sky and just blocks the field goal. The next game is Patriots in Cincinnati versus the Bengals. I mean, this could also be a classic Tyler shit-pumping game of the week, but I've already had my fair share. So I'm going to go Patriots by 1,000,000 on this one.
Yeah, million. I'm gonna go Patriots by 1,000,001. I mean, this is no contest. Tom Brady, he's probably been eating a shit ton of his avocado ice cream. He's lost 2 games in a row, probably for, I don't even know. Definitely you can count on one hand how many times in career he's lost twice in a row. But yeah, they're going to come out. Belichick, he's going to be making even less facial expressions than normal, so he's going to be pissed off. And it's going to be
well, he's also going to be pissed off because in the news they said that the Patriots were video recording. Now, I don't understand why, out of all the teams in the NFL, you want to video record the Bengals, but
yeah.
They're basically saying that, the Patriots are cheating again, blah, 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 blah. So the Patriots, and this is why I think it's going to be an absurd game, because the Patriots are just going to come out and they're pissed off and they're just going to destroy the Bengals. And,
yeah.
I mean, it sucks, sorry, Cincinnati, but you're next.
I mean, yeah, honestly, maybe if A.J. McCarron was still on the team and, they're trying to, get a peek at his cell phone to see if his wife's sending him any nudes. Shout out Catherine McCarron, by the way.
Hey.
You're hot. Ha ha.
What's up, babe?
But yeah, no, I don't understand why they're out there trying to videotape with the Browns.
Just eat your Skyline chili and just relax,
Exactly.
That's all I have to say about Cincinnati.
That's it. That's it, baby.
The next game is Seattle travels to Charlotte to face the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton, he was in the news. They were saying maybe going to play, not playing. Also, is this the first game without Ron Rivera or the second one?
Second.
It's the second.
Second, yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think Seattle loses 2 games in a row.
No.
I just think they're too strong of a team, especially after the embarrassing loss they had. And I mean, they didn't really lose embarrassingly to the Rams, but I mean, the first half, it was just completely one-sided, and then the Rams just, pulled away a little bit. But I think the Seahawks are too strong of a team to lose to a guy named Kyle Allen.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hate that I'm agreeing with you on all these picks, but these are kind of lopsided games, I'd say, for the first 3 picks. Yeah, like you said, new head coach or interim head coach, Kyle Allen, still a rookie. I mean, that
also not playing as well as he did at the beginning of the season.
No, I don't know what happened. I mean, he might have turf hymen if that's an injury, but I don't know what he's doing right now.
I can't believe you just said that word, bro. What the hell?
What?
Do you even know what that is?
Yeah, I know what it is. That's why I said it.
Oh my god.
Is that not?
Welcome to sexual education with AC Weezy.
I mean, shit. Someone's got
talking about hymen, strip clubs, dongs, well, you name it. We're talking about it here.
We said Johnson's earlier, but anyways, what were we talking about? The Seahawks game.
Next game.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. There you go. Next game, Texans travel to face the Tennessee Titans. AFC South showdown, which, I don't know. This game could go any way, I think. This is going to be like one of those weird games. The Texans coming off of a shocking loss.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that this is another team that just doesn't lose 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to go with the Texans on this one. They need this win to solidify themselves in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And the Titans are a strong team. Tannehill's playing out of his mind. It's just is this the same guy that we knew? But yeah, I'm gonna have to ride with my Texans on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually, so this will be the first game that I don't agree with you on. Last week I picked the Raiders to upset the Titans, so now I'm flip-flopping. I'm picking them this week. My guy,
They're gonna do you dirty, bro.
my guy, Nasty Nate, he's going down to Tennessee. Titans fan. He's gonna be.
He's watching that game.
He's gonna be in attendance there with his nice Derrick Henry jersey on. So I'm picking them. You know, this will most likely be for the division, I'd say, which makes things interesting because now you got the Texans thrown into the mix for the wild card. So we'll see what happens. But I'm picking Titans.
Yeah. Titans. All right. This is another great game that they have slated this weekend. Dolphins go to New Jersey to face the Giants. Is Eli Manning starting this game?
I think so, right?
Well, I'm gonna stick with my boy Eli.
Yes,
he almost pulled it out for
Mike
me against
says
the
he
Eagles
is.
last week. So
Almost.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. Dolphins. I mean, this is another game that could go any way, but you know, I'm gonna have to go with the Giants on this one because I think Eli Manning he's playing out of his mind. So
I wouldn't quite say he's playing out of his mind.
I think he's playing out of his mind.
He might
Hey,
be
almost
out of
beat the
his
Eagles.
mind in his old age. You know, if he's senile over there, he doesn't know who he's throwing to. He thinks he's got David Tyree. He's just flicking it up, expecting him to catch on his helmet. I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I'm saying Giants. I think I saw a stat last week when I was watching the game that Eli, before the Eagles game, was a complete 800 record for his career.
Right.
So now he's behind
Complete
800.
500. Complete
Or
500.
500, yeah, excuse me. I'm
Yeah,
thinking 8-8. Anyways, so now he's one game behind or below 500 for his career. I think
116 and 117. That's his record.
Okay, I think this week he gets back to even, and you know
And then he should just retire.
And then he's got he's got one more game to get above. That's all. I feel like he's just trying to get in the plus area of that.
This is a
500 mark.
we're riding with Eli podcast. We're just all out on Eli.
Eli, he's the guy. If he can't do it, please don't cry.
No one can.
I don't know.
Hey.
I made that up. Anyways, what we got for the next game?
Next game, Eagles at Redskins. Man, there's a lot of dumpster fire games this week. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is tough. I'm gonna have to ride with the Eagles on this one. In the pursuit of the Eagles trying to make the playoffs as one of the worst teams ever to make the playoffs. You know, I think were they a game back from the Cowboys, or are they tied?
No, they're tied right now, right? They're both
Jesus Christ.
6 and 7, I think.
Yeah, that division should just absolve. They should just get rid of that division as a whole.
Just like, I don't even know. Yeah. Throw some dynamite on that division and just let it go.
Yeah, they're tied 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Cowboys on a losing streak. I don't
I
even
don't
who
even
you
get
got?
it, bro. Oh, man. I don't know. Could I flip a coin? Who's got a quarter on him? Any guys? I guess I'm gonna. Do you actually have one? Yeah, let me see. I'm flipping. This is my quarter flip game of the week.
The quarter flip game of the week. New segment alert.
We're grabbing a quarter. New segment. This is spontaneous. We're going heads, Cowboys.
Heads for the Redskins.
The Redskins.
Yeah, it's the Eagles versus Redskins.
Did you say Cowboys?
I said they're tied with the Cowboys in first.
Oh. Well,
The Cowboys got the Rams
I already
this
got
week.
the quarter out. We're going heads for skins, tails for birds.
Show the camera.
Heads.
Heads. You're going skins with the upset.
I'm taking the skins on the upset. They played a close game against the Packers last week. And Dwayne Haskins, I think he's got something to prove. AP.
AC's just trying to find like a way to make this make sense. That's what you're doing right now.
Redskins.
Just like,
Redskins.
let me find a way to make this pick make sense. You're speaking it into existence.
Speaking it into existence. No, I'm not using that special power yet.
Not that
yet.
one.
Not yet. I gotta wait. It's gonna
Alright.
come to me. It's my sixth sense.
Next game is the
pick?
Broncos
Did you
at the
pick?
Chiefs.
Did you pick that
What are you
game?
saying?
Did you pick that
Yeah,
game?
I said Eagles by a trillion.
Okay. What did
In
you-
my head, at least.
Okay.
That's what I thought I said.
I think I cut you off, but all right. Ty
That's
says
all right.
Eagles. What do we got?
Broncos at Chiefs. Fuck. Another shitty game. Like this is just
What?
bad. I'm gonna go Chiefs. You know,
How is
I
this
just
a
think
shitty
they're gonna.
game? Chiefs just beat the Patriots.
No, I
Broncos
get
beat
that, but the Broncos
Texans.
aren't that great. I mean, yeah, they have Drew Lock
They just
coming off
beat
a
the
hot game, but
Texans.
I get that, but that was one game. The Broncos are still trash. It's not like, oh, whoever wins this game wins the AFC West. This is...
Bro, they've been putting up
Broncos
points.
are at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, and they're just trying to play Grinch, spoil someone's season.
Which, no, I love chaos. I truly appreciate the chaos of the NFL when shit like that happens. I just think, I think it's a shitty game because I think the Chiefs are going to come out and wallop them. I mean, they should at least. And that's what's going to separate. Okay, here's this. I'll put it this way. This is a game that the Chiefs need to wallop on the Broncos to prove that they are a legit team that's going to make the playoffs and actually compete and possibly go to the Super Bowl, because they came in the season saying, oh, Chiefs are number one team in the AFC, or they're competing with the Patriots. Well, fucking prove it.
So was their win against the Patriots last week not proving enough that they're a legitimate team in the AFC? That's not enough
agree
for you?
100%. I'm saying that the Broncos are a shitty team. Are you going to play down to them, or are you going to play up to them? Or are you going to play your style of football and destroy them? That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Show that you're going to be consistent is all I'm saying.
All right. I hear you. You taking Chiefs?
Chiefs.
All right, I'm taking Chiefs. Don't really have much to say about it. They beat the Patriots last week. I'm not sure what this guy behind me is talking about. I mean, they're a legitimate
They just
contender
got
in
to
the
prove
AFC.
that they're a consistent team is all I'm saying.
I mean, the only reason that they have 4 losses right now is because Mahomes got hurt. I mean, they've been kind of...
Tyreek Hill
is
hurt.
out. And, they've been kind of had that rotating door of running backs. I feel like they've been, hot the past few weeks. They're going to keep that train rolling. Yeah, not much to say. Chiefs.
Next game, Buccaneers at Lions. Matthew Stafford's still not playing, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen any updates. I mean, he was questionable last week, so.
Well, I mean, regardless if he plays or not, I'm probably gonna have to go with the Bucs on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I just want them to go even. I want them to go 500. Plus, I'm in Tampa, so people are a lot nicer when the Bucs win.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm gonna flip.
Plus, I think the Bucs defense is gonna show out this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, like I said last week, whenever Jameis has himself a good game, like last week, I guess you could call that a good game. Had a lot of passing yards, touchdowns. He did have a lot of picks. But anyways, they got the win. And whenever you're like, oh man, Jameis Winston, he could be the guy of the future. He could be the franchise quarterback. He comes into Detroit and he loses to a bad Lions team. So that's why I think Jameis Winston is just going to Jameis Winston this week. And not much more to say about that. It is what it is. And
it is what it is. Okay, here's another great game. Browns at Cardinals.
Ooh.
Browns, what is going on with them? Not to veer away from the subject of the game, but now they're saying OBJ wants out of Cleveland. Baker Mayfield's going against literally everybody in the NFL.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett's trying to murder someone with a helmet one week. Freddie Kitchens doesn't know his ass from the playbook. It's just like, coming in, Cleveland was like, oh yeah, they're going to go undefeated. You look at the roster, they're impeccable. Honestly, I'm going to go with the Cardinals on this, on a slight upset, I guess you could say, because I just hate the Browns. OBJ did me dirty in fantasy football. Anytime I had a single Cleveland player, they F me, so go Cards.
He's playing, shout out OBJ. He's been playing with that sports hernia. Where was the game? You said it's in Arizona?
In Arizona.
All right. Damn. I kind of want to agree with you. I feel like Kyler Murray still has to get that prove himself game, but Browns.
He just needs to finish the season strong.
Yeah, Browns technically still in the playoff race. I guess I'll give the edge to them. Like I said, OBJ. He's been playing on that sports hernia.
I'm with Tyler real quick. I just want to say,
Yo,
what up,
Keenan,
Austin? I didn't look to
We got
what up, Justin?
Jay Keenan in the back.
Easy, boys. How it is.
Oh man, just stopping by, saying what's good. But what was I saying? Yeah, so we got fans all over the place,
Cards.
by the way.
I know.
No, I didn't say the Cards. I said I didn't want to agree with you. And
so you just want to go against anything I say?
Well, diversity purposes, I'm going.
I
I'm
get.
going
No,
Browns.
I understand.
I'm going
I mean,
Browns.
we can't agree on
They're
everything.
still in the playoff race, but yeah.
I just wanted to hold your hand and agree on everything. You know,
We can
like
still do
Switzerland.
that.
All right.
Hold on one second.
Next game,
We good to go.
Jaguars travel to the Raiders. I'm just gonna go against the Jags. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags. I'm just gonna go against the Raiders because they don't deserve my pick.
Yeah.
As a Raiders fan, they're just playing like shit. Just put it blatantly obvious. Get rid of Derek Carr. He's not the answer. Well, yeah, he might be. They definitely need some wide receivers. Every day I think about it, I'm just like, why did we trade Amari Cooper? I don't understand. Khalil Mack, I can understand, but Amari Cooper, like, really? Anyways,
Yeah.
Jaguars, they'll upset them somehow. Find a way. The Raiders will find a way to lose to Gardner Minshew mania.
I mean, I picked both the Raiders and the Jags last week, and they both let me down. So I don't even know. Can I pick a tie?
Is this
game?
is this a coin? Oh, is this a tie game? I thought you were gonna
Let's
do
get
a
a tie.
coin flip on this one.
Can I do another coin flip? I mean, geez.
Just do another coin flip. I mean, you might as well. This is.
I think I threw the quarter on the ground over here. Dan's gonna hook me up with another one. I'm doing another coin flip game. What do we got? Raiders. They both got faces. I guess I'll give the heads to the Raiders. Do tails for Jags because they have a tail.
Tails never
right?
fails.
And it's heads.
Oh,
Pick
I think the quarter that you're flipping is
It's a Cox quarter.
is fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's
Both
that?
heads.
Raiders. I guess we're gonna go with the old Oakland Raiders.
The Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't. It's 2 weeks in a row. You're not picking your team. I am. We'll see who comes out on top.
Well, I mean, I was right the first time, so.
Yeah. So you'll probably be right again, and I'll probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, next.
Vikings at Chargers. It's
Damn.
at Chargers. Oh, God. Chargers coming off a hot win against the Jaguars. I'm gonna have to go, and I know you're gonna oppose me on this one. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
Thank you.
Just to create a little bit of chaos in AC Weezy's division with the Packers. I just think they're a stronger team. Simple as that. And Adam Thielen might play, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw the mic'd up of Phillip Rivers. He's talking a lot of trash last week. I think we fact checked. He's got 9 kids, so he's got to get at least a win for every kid this season. I'm not sure what they're sitting at, but they probably got to win out. You get a win. You get a win. You get a win. All his kids for Christmas, they're gonna get 9 wins total.
They're eating them W's.
That's old Jameis eating them dubs. But yeah, no, I'm gonna pick Bolts. I think the Vikings lose, make the NFC playoff hunt a little more interesting with the Bears and the Rams in there. So I'm going Bolts.
Speaking of the Rams at Cowboys. This is on paper is a hot game this week because both teams are trying to get into the playoffs, trying to solidify themselves. I'm gonna go with the Rams. They are playing in Dallas, but I think the Rams are coming off a hot game against the Seahawks, and their offense looked very potent, and they were playing so fast last week, and I just think, if they continue that no team in the NFL could beat them because their offense is legitimately one of the best offenses in the league when it's playing at a high level like they were last week. So I think they're going to come in right off that Seahawks win and beat the Cowboys. And then the boys are now out of the playoffs because if my pick is right, the Eagles win. The Eagles jump their spot.
Well, I mean, they wouldn't quite put them out of the playoffs. Where's this game at?
It's in Dallas.
All right. I hate to do this. I would love to see the Rams win. I kind of like that organization. I think Goff is better than people give him credit. Todd Gurley, Cooper Kupp. I think the boys are going to take this one. They're down in Jerry's World. I just feel like
They've 3 losses in a row. Can you make? I don't know.
What?
They're depressing. The Cowboys are depressing. They're on a 3-game lull.
They really are, but they're going to go opposite of Jameis. You think Jameis is good, he's going to do bad this week. You think the Cowboys are trash, they're going to come in and beat the Rams, who just beat the Seahawks, who beat the 49ers, who beat the Saints. It's all over the place. This is insane. This is crazy. But I feel like
on
the
Insane
Cowboys,
Games TV, brother.
On Insane Games TV, brother. It's Hulk Hogan, but no. It's T. Hayes and Yo Soy, your boy AC Weezy. My pick, Cowboys over Rams, just cause.
Just cuz.
Just cause.
Create a little chaos. Falcons travel to San Fran to face the 49ers. I think this is an easy game to pick for me. 49ers. They're just too good right now.
Yeah.
And the Falcons are not.
No.
So.
No. I feel like.
It's in San Fran, too.
I want to say the Falcons make a game out of it.
They probably will.
I mean, they've been playing not too bad.
Doesn't mean they're going to win.
Nah. Yeah, I'll probably just have to stick with you on this one. Say Niners. They're rolling. They're rolling. They're gonna carry some of that steam into the playoffs. And I think they win this week.
Here's a good game.
Yeah.
Primetime television Sunday night. Bills at Steelers.
Ooh.
You wouldn't think it would be a good game on paper, but Steelers are making a team out of themselves with nothing. I'm gonna ride with my boys, the Bills. I like them too much this year. I think their defense is really good, and their offense is legitimately pretty good too, without having any known receivers in the NFL besides Cole Beasley, I guess.
John Brown.
But I'm gonna say Bills by a little.
Bills by a little.
Un poquito.
Okay. I mean, they didn't come through for you last week. You didn't listen to your boy. I said Ravens. It was going to be easy. I mean, the Bills
I
came
wanted
out,
chaos.
and I gave him credit. If anyone watched Monday Night Gaming special with AC Weezy, I credited their Bills' tenacity. I thought they came out and kind of proved themselves as a legitimate playoff team and contender in the AFC. As far as this game goes, man. It's not like I feel like it sounds like I'm bashing the Bills and whatnot, and I'm not doing that by any means.
It kind of feels like it.
But I'm gonna have to go Steelers. Like I said, this is kind of like one of those years, kind of underdog story. They've had a lot of injuries, and they're just finding a way to make it work. All those guys are rallying around Mike Tomlin, and they're
Mike
getting the
Tomlin,
job
Coach
done.
of the Year.
If they make the playoffs and win a playoff game. Potentially, yeah, I think so.
I could get behind that.
I'm going Steelers. Yep.
Monday Night Football, Colts at Saints. First off, I'd like to say fuck the Colts because I'm not picking them again. So go Saints. And I hope Alvin Kamara just tears it up because he's been very quiet lately, and I need my boy to come through for me fantasy football wise. So go Saints. And when I say go Saints, I'm saying it Geaux. Go Saints.
Whatever. You going to New Orleans in what? A couple weeks? Week or two?
I leave exactly a week from today. I'll be in New Orleans. I'll be on Bourbon Street.
Awesome. That's incredible. I wish you all the fun in the world. Unfortunately for the Saints, I guess I'll say, this is AC Weezy's Speak It Into Existence game of the week. I do not want the Saints to win. I want to solidify the Packers' number 2 spot in the NFC, get that first round bye. The Colts, they put up 35 points last week against a defense that Tyler has stated as being pretty good.
Pretty good.
The Saints also let up, 45 points last week.
But it was also San Francisco.
Well, okay.
That's apples to... That's like...
Anyways.
That's like saying...
Anyways, Colts. Speaking it into existence, you heard it here first. Colts
you sound like you were breaking down our 6th grade football team.
Yeah, right. That's funny. We were called the Colts. We had to grow up, and then we became the Horses. But
yeah.
Oh man. So
Harley Homeboy always repping, baby.
What's that?
Harley Homeboy always repping.
Oh hell yeah! Got it tatted on me. No, I'm just playing. I definitely don't have my Pop Warner football logo tattooed on me.
So you would have had the championship. You would have had the championship tattooed on you if you guys won the year before I got there.
Oh, bro! If we won,
I won't bring that up. That's a heartbreaking story right there.
5th grade, I still can't lose sleep over that game. God damn it, we should have won that. Oh man! So that's all.
We won't name names, but
no,
that's why paying your quarterback is very important, guys.
Exactly. So that's all the NFL games.
That's all the NFL games this week. Hopefully, I can make up for my poor week last week. But Do you know if I was right on my shit pumping game of the week? I had like 5 of them, so probably not. You probably don't know.
I got your picks right here.
My shit pumping game of the week this week, I could almost guarantee that. I
Who'd
mean,
you have?
that's a guarantee. Ravens by 1,000,000. If you don't go with them, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. But
Who was your shit pumping game? Do you remember?
dude, I had like 5 of them. There was a lot of shit pumpings last week. I was probably wrong on more than half of them. I could almost guarantee that. But
Browns? No, I don't know. I have no clue.
who knows? But I mean, that's all that we have this week. You know, just
Well,
one little thing.
Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say something after, so don't cut me off.
I was just gonna say, Rip Juice World, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
One of my favorite artists. You know, we don't talk a lot about music, but you know, we probably will in the future. But rest in peace, Juice World. Even though Dan is a hater, speaking ill will of the dead. By the way, very shitty move.
I mean, I hope he.
I mean,
haunts him a
I don't
little
mean to
bit.
put him on blast, but I mean,
Yeah, no, I mean, rest in peace to him. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh my god, that was my favorite artist, but I really did enjoy his music. I thought he was good for the
I thought
culture.
he was one of my favorites.
I know that he resonates a lot with today's youth, and he kind of can relate to them. So it's sad to see him go before his time. Was at a young age.
Favorite song?
Damn, I don't know.
I probably have to go Lucid Dreams.
Black and White.
That's probably
That's a song, right?
I like that song.
Yeah.
That's on the same album as Lucid Dreams.
Yeah, his original.
Lucid
one.
Dreams, All Girls Are the Same, Legends. You know, they're all great.
Yeah, I mean the Biggie song off of his new album. That was good. Did you wanna? Dan said we were good to go a little over. Did you want to get into?
Oh, if we wanna go a little over, I'm good. I mean,
I don't think
is
we
that
have
what you
anything
want?
lined up, right? You trying to kick us out? He's getting sick of
Are we
us.
getting kicked out of the studio already?
As long as we don't make fun of him anymore, his pants, or say he was speaking ill will.
One
of the
last
dead.
thing though, your pants are ridiculously high today. I'm not gonna lie, Dan.
Oh,
It's absurd.
No comment. Did you want to get into Wheezy's weekly winners?
Yeah. What's it about?
Well, it's about winners, and they're weekly, and it's coming from your boy, Yo Soy AC Wheezy. Like we said for this podcast, it's not technically sports specific. We kind of get into all different areas. So I'm gonna pretty much for this segment, I pick 5 things, people, organization, anything pretty much. Go a wide variety who I think had a good week, or they're kind of coming up right now. So for instance, my first weekly winner, Wheezy's weekly winner, I picked the Milwaukee Bucks. Right, they're on a 15-game win streak. Giannis is averaging over 30 points per game. He's shooting over 50% field goal percentage. Everyone's talking about potentially. Everyone's talking about Lakers right now. They have the same record, but like I said, 15 games in a row. They've been hot. My number 2 on Wheezy's weekly winners, I have Christmas trees. So, if you guys are social media,
Buy stock now.
if you're on social media, this is kind of that week where it's like, all right, people are accepting having a tree in the house and cleaning up after it. This is like the week where they're like, all right, we can have it in there for a couple weeks. January 1st, I'm hucking that thing into the burn pile, taking a match to it. They look nice for a little bit, but then after a while, it's just like, what are you gonna do? You got pine needles all over the place. Do you have a tree?
No.
No.
And
All
if
right.
I do, it's fake.
I have a fake bush that was stolen. Won't get into it, but I'm gonna put some Christmas lights on it.
Please tell that story. I want to hear that story.
I mean, it's not like a crazy story. Just where I live, downtown Saratoga, Caroline Street. It's a popular.
Not to brag.
Not to humble brag. Quarter mile, if that. Ball hair away from Caroline Street, downtown Saratoga. So we're walking back one night, and my boy C Mason decides, there's a hotel right there, and they've got some nice shrubbery out front, if you will. Couple plants, and there's like this fake bush. I don't know what possessed him to pick it up, but he grabs the thing. It's heavy too. It had to be at least all of 20-30 pounds. Puts it over his shoulder. And, like I said, we got another quarter-mile walk back to my apartment. But yeah, and that thing's been in my apartment ever since. And like I said, I plan on decorating it for Christmas, throwing some lights on there. maybe a little angel on top. If we'll see what happens.
So, I mean, it kind of sounds like that's illegal, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, probably. But as I've said, C. Mace, I didn't want to disclose his full government name.
Smart.
So if they're still angry about that, I mean, they probably just pulled up another one out of the basement. Hotel, like I said, they probably got those things on deck, on standby. You're the one who wanted to say the story on stream, so if you get in trouble, blame this guy.
Not sorry.
Blame this guy. So number 3 on my list of Wheezy's weekly winners, I have bananas. So
something just popped up in my head.
No. It's not even what any of you guys are thinking about. Ready? Miami Art Basel, right? Art Festival. An artist just sold a banana taped to a canvas, I believe it was, or was it a wall? $120,000.
No, 150,000.
You sure?
It got up to 150,000.
Anyways, over 100,000 for a goddamn banana taped to a wall. That's incredible. I mean, on top of that, now you got celebrities doing like the banana challenge. They're taping bananas to their foreheads. And then, overall, bananas, they're a great source of potassium. So, bananas
helps
coming
with,
in.
Reduce cramping?
Reduce cramping, I know that very well. Having cramped up, and I had to consume bananas and little shots of mustard on the sideline.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, also a good source of potassium. Number 4 on this list kind of goes along with the banana theme of the Miami Art Basel. Cocaine comes in at number 4 in my Wheezy's weekly winner.
Let it snow, baby.
It's snowing down there in Miami right now. Like I said, they got the art festival. They're going out, Club Live, KOD, whatever they got down there. There's no sleep going on. I guess you could put like a 4A maybe for Adderall, whatever, you're into. But like I said...
we don't judge people here.
No, we're judgmental, judge-free, whatever you...
No, we're not judgmental. We're judge-free.
What did I say?
You said judgmental.
Yeah, we're not judgmental. We're judge-free.
I didn't hear you say the not. You just said we are judgmental.
I think I'm going too fast right now. I'm just
are you on Adderall?
off the top. What? What?
Luckily, the cops aren't here. We're talking about stealing bushes and being on prescription drugs.
Yeah, who would have thought? Fucking roommate's a cop. Anyways, number 5 on Wheezy.
Is he watching?
No, definitely not. He's probably watching. What's that show?
Live PD.
What's that weird show? My cousin. Don't
even want to know where this is going.
No. Why you always gotta think like that? I'm thinking My Cousin Vinny, but what's that show? Brother. The guy with Letter Kenny. I don't know what I'm thinking. Letter Kenny. I never got into that show. I don't know if you saw that.
It's a pretty funny show. I've seen some clips.
I mean, maybe clips. I've watched like 2 episodes. I thought I was going brain dead. Last but not least, my number 5 on Wheezy's weekly winners, I have iron capsules. Simply for the reasoning behind if you're anemic like myself, you got low iron. Low temperatures and low iron do not mix well. You're getting cold out here. Maybe you got to throw an extra blanket on at night. So make sure you consume some iron capsules if you are anemic like myself. And that's
or if you just want to get your iron up.
Yeah,
we're not just talking about pumping iron, but we're talking about consuming iron.
I'm not sure what the statistics of too much iron in the bloodstream would do to you. Obviously, low iron in the bloodstream makes you cold, a little tired, so...
It would definitely make all the vampires in the area want to suck your blood, so...
Hey, I'm Team Vampire, bro. Team Edward all day.
Actually, I don't know if you saw, but they have a huge vampire following in New Orleans.
Does not shock me in the slightest.
I might have to check that out.
They got the black magic down there. Oh, dude, for sure.
Voodoo. Yeah, for sure.
Voodoo. Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. Is that incorrect to say? Voodoo. I feel like that was just like a term. Anyways.
Is it incorrect? I don't know.
You cut me off real quick, so now I feel self-conscious about.
Well, no, you said black magic, so I was just like, well, it's called voodoo. I didn't know if you knew it was called voodoo.
I don't know.
But,
I thought there.
So if I come back possessed, you know what happened.
No, dude, for sure. If you're down there,
if the lights are down, and I'm acting weird,
drink this blood out of this chalice. Like, if you could turn into a vampire, hell yeah, I would do that all day.
Yeah, but you can't go outside. That's the only thing.
Well,
when it's sunny.
At night, Yeah.
Yeah, at night.
Look at
but
me.
like
Do
when
I
it-
look like I get a lot of sun as it is in general? Outside of
I mean,
summertime.
you also live in New York too, so.
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm just like a creature. You know, I go from my desk at work to my cave at home, play video games. You know, sprinkle in the gym there a little bit, which I'm headed there afterwards. So, get your muscle up. But yeah.
Hey, you always gotta get your muscle up. I think the gym is a great thing to do. You get
Oh,
yourself into a nice routine. You release a lot of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Look good, feel good.
Play good.
I'm not gonna continue that because like there's plenty of routes that you can go down right there.
Oh man, you're at the fork in the road, Tyler. We know the route you're gonna take.
Oh,
every time.
every single time.
Every time. What else? You got anything else for us?
Nah, I think we hit everything on the head for sure. I mean, what's up next? Is Dream Team coming on next, or are they skipping this week
no,
too?
skipping this week. So
Wow, is Tom still sick?
No. Weekend Wednesday.
Oh, weekend Wednesday. Right.
Tom just doesn't care about his programs. He's good at making logos. He just doesn't, show up to when his podcast is on.
He's being creative. He's coming up with a unique idea, different than what you guys are doing and what we're doing. So I heard.
I guess I could get behind
There's some remnants of maybe TJ being part of it as well. Mike,
I didn't sign up for it.
Mike, Tom, and TJ. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I can't handle 2 trains,
All right.
let alone 1.
Alright.
By the way, before you close out, any thoughts, Tom or Tyler, of Mike and I making the Final Four? 2 timers could battle it out.
No, we're canceling this. This subject is canceled. I'm not
No,
talking
Austin,
about
you
it.
play fantasy,
I'm just
right?
happy I made
Yeah.
one fantasy
You
football
have you ever won a
playoffs.
title in your fantasy leagues or no?
Yeah, no, I've won a few of them. Tyler just edged me out in our friend league actually for the last spot. So, congrats.
And
congrats.
Brendan texted me. He was pissed today. He was like, "You edged me out by 13 points." I'm like, "Well, technically I should have beat you like 3 weeks ago when I faced you, but Emmanuel Sanders screwed me by hurting his ribs." So
And then you benched him this week. He goes off for.
I don't even want to talk about it. Don't want to talk about it.
The fact of it is, in our league,
Nobody cares about your league.
We
All
have
right,
the
bye.
potential of being a 3-time champion.
I'm trying to close out a show, and you're just like, my league. I have a big
you were making
forehead,
fun
and
of
I'm
me
in
earlier,
second
so-
place and in the playoffs, and
You were
I really
making fun
like
of me earlier,
talking
so
about
I know what to
myself
say
all
to
the
get you
time, even
mad.
though my
He's gonna
pants are
mad.
so high.
Yeah.
They're
He
over
is
my ears,
so
and I can't
salty
hear when
about the
Tyler's trying to
league.
talk over me.
I'm just gonna
Alright.
step off.
Alright.
So salty right now.
I think we just awakened the beast. Maybe he still got some pre-workout pumping from his workout
little.
earlier. Shout out, to the best podcast, maybe. Definitely
Best
definitely
podcast,
the best
best logo
Yeah,
on Insane Games TV.
for sure.
This is the No Look podcast. Up next, we're going weekend Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Dave is playing Medieval,
Okay.
PS1 game. He told me. I've
bet.
never played it, never seen it, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, catch us here next week, same time, Knuckleheads. Oh, can't say that, copyright infringement.
Oh. All right. Weezy out.
Deuces.